Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Saladino.
Thank you. So, we came in for an order earlier to print a poster for a vigil tonight.
Yeah, so
for somebody that passed.
propaganda.
It's not
It's propaganda. I'm sorry, we don't put that here.
Alrighty. So, what's your name?
Carol, I'm print supervisor.
I'm one of the managers.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, we do
So
not
they
print-
say they don't print
we don't
political
print-
propaganda.
No.
So this is somebody that passed away a couple years ago.
That's
from
political
Ebola.
propaganda, unfortunately. I'm
So
sorry.
this is for a prayer tonight, for a prayer vigil.
It's still propaganda, unfortunately.
I printed
What makes it propaganda?
Because he's a political figure, and I don't have to. Yeah.
Our general manager is going to be in on Monday. If you
No,
want to
it's
speak
totally
further
okay.
on
No,
the
we have-
subject,
we have
you would
lots-
like
we
to,
have
you're welcome
lawyers.
to.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Woke is people inserting themselves in things that have nothing to do with them. All these dipshits had to do is print these people's poster and go on with their lives. But these people are so small-minded and weak-willed and estrogen overloaded that they can't just print a poster for people. You're literally at work. Just do your fucking job. These fat, mentally ill, smug assholes are not fighting fascism. They're not standing up against tyranny. They are the fascists. They are the tyrants. We're not going to print your poster. It's propaganda. Yeah, well, this is for a vigil. We don't care. We don't like the man, so we won't do our job.
Oh my God!
Them not printing the poster isn't going to make these people suddenly go, oh wow, I didn't realize people who look like these clowns hate Charlie Kirk. I guess I'm wrong to mourn him. They're not just going to go, curses, proud alphabet squad. You win again. I guess we'll slither on back to Ratsy Central. No, they're just going to do what they did. Post you clowns on social media. And then watch as people go for Office Depot's throat, which is rather an ironic metaphor during these dark times. And what do you think happened? So at least one of these idiots lost their job. We are deeply concerned by the incident that occurred at store 3382 in Portage, Michigan. The behavior displayed by our associate is completely unacceptable and insensitive, violates our company policies, and does not reflect the values we uphold at Office Depot. We sincerely apologize to the customer affected and to our community for this regrettable situation. Upon learning of the incident, we immediately reached out to the customer to address their concerns and seek to fulfill their order to their satisfaction. We also launched an immediate internal review, and as a result, the associate involved is no longer with the organization. We are committed to reinforcing training with all team members to ensure our standards of respect, integrity, and customer service are upheld at every location. Our customers and communities deserve nothing less. The Emperor protects.
Well, well, well. How the turntables...
So this is for a prayer tonight, for a prayer vigil.
It's still propaganda, unfortunately.
I printed
What makes it propaganda?
Because he's a political figure, and I don't have to. Yeah.
What makes it propaganda?
Because he's a political figure, and I don't have to.
Quando eu vi essa morena, confesso, me apaixonei. Tá certo? Ei. Quando eu vi essa loirinha, confesso, me apaixonei.
See, this is the big problem with woke. They change the meaning of words and then judge everything based on their own mental illness and misery. They keep calling Charlie Kirk a Nazi. He wasn't a Nazi. And I'm not saying it like, Well, technically, he's not a Nazi. No, he wasn't a Nazi even a little bit. Not even he aligns with Nazis, which is the same thing they keep saying about J.K. Rowling. And gamers who don't want to play an Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan that stars a black samurai and an ugly lesbian ninja. They changed definitions so that they can pretend that their hatred is justified.
You are hateful. You are cruel. You are not empathetic. You are exactly what you claim to hate. But see, this is part of the left's playbook. Because it's okay when they do it because they're doing it to Nazis. And in that way, they justify every ounce of cruelty and inhumanity and violence that they want, because when they do it, they're doing it to Nazis. And so the ends always justify the means. And, you know, I said I was called racist and selfish, and that spurned my leaving the left. Well, once I went public and started talking about my opinions in 2021, it only got worse from there, and I've been called so many worse things. I was just on a college campus a couple months ago, doing an event like Charlie Kirk did, and I was called Nazi to my face, and I felt firsthand, like I always feel when I'm on college campuses, and even when I'm just online, the palpable hatred, but it's amplified on college campuses, the palpable hatred of these people. Not all of them, but a good majority of them. They cannot stand hearing another opinion, and they hate you for it. And instead of actually debating the facts with you, they will just spew vile things at you. And actually, at the last campus I was at, they had a free speech warning outside of our event. They warned students before they entered the zone of our event that free speech was being exercised here. That's the state of modern day American college campuses. And this was actually my alma mater. It wasn't like this liberal bastion, but I guess it is now, where you need to be warned of free speech.
Charlie Kirk was a typical Christian conservative to the point where we see now that the media is really trying to spin the murder as being done by a far-right Nick Fuentes fan. They're trying to say that Charlie Kirk was assassinated for not being far-right enough. So what is it? Was he a Nazi or not? Was he a fascist? Here's the thing. Charlie Kirk was a conservative. Of course, if you're on the left, you're not going to agree with his takes. And I'm sure he did say stuff that would piss you off if you're on the left. But the thing is, all it takes is one thing, and these assholes will try to destroy your life. Even Kirk's views on race and the Civil Rights Act and DEI weren't just about, I hate black people. It's like I said, it's this thing woke people do, conflating criticism with hate. And we gamers know exactly what that is like. You're criticizing this thing I support. Usually I don't know anything about this thing I'm supporting, but still, you're evil and want me to die.
Anybody, especially black people, that are saying Charlie Kirk was racist and was not for black people and did not know black people, I am 100% convinced that you have never sat through a full debate of his or watched any of his debates with a sound understanding. Black people are always so quick to want to be the victim of a situation that they can't thrive. And this is one of the things that Charlie Kirk was exposing to black people. We have such a cap on us because we think we're limited because we're black or because we're women and because we think our ancestors, whatever they went through, is still impacting us today, but we are not there anymore. Charlie Kirk wasn't saying that we didn't need or black problems didn't matter. He was saying, hey, you're not a slave anymore and there are no more laws that are holding you back, saying that you can't do what a white person can do. You should get up and go and try these methods and become somebody. One thing we got to understand is life is hard and we don't need handouts. If that's why this man was just killed over mere opinions, having an opinion. This man never said nothing racist or hated or hateful towards black people. I followed this man very closely and watched many of his debates, and I stand in agreement with a lot of the things that he say. And I really, if I disagree with anything, it was so small I can't even think about nothing I disagree with. And I just hate that we are people who are so quick to be controlled by the word racism that just one little clip misrepresenting what somebody said is all we need to throw somebody under the bus. We got to think about this. Who are the kind of people, and not to, this was a white on white crime. And whenever these type of people get involved, that means there is some power being seeped out somewhere to the masses that the people in control don't want the power to be with. And this is what he was doing. He was showing a lot of people that are blind and programmed by the system to wake up and get out the matrix. And this was the problem. Telling black people you don't need government assistance because you can be somebody is not racist. Telling us that government assistance has hindered us because before we were on government assistance, we were a more successful people is not racist by reading and understanding the facts. Ever since we started getting subsidized by the government, we have been controlled by the government, and not in only what we can do, but how we think.
Hey, she cooking, y'all.
Again, they do it to J.K. Rowling, who they know is politically on their side for the most part. Shit. When Robbie Coltrane died, people were celebrating it simply because he defended Rowling. I don't know. This Office Depot thing stood out to me because, in the first place, it looks fake. It looks staged. It looks like a skit designed to go viral. That's how cliche these woke morons are. You can see them coming from a mile away.
The Fifth Amendment
That's what they've done.
calls for due
The Fifth
process.
Amendment does not apply to foreign citizens that are here illegally.
All persons.
No. It's only to U.S. citizens.
That's a lie. He's a liar.
So, okay.
He can't debate. He just lies.
You've now sworn like 3 times. Let's just
What,
calm
you don't
down
like
a little
freedom
bit.
of speech?
Well, I mean, you could say whatever you want if you want to make a fool of yourself, but we do have like 10-year-olds here and 11-year-olds, so can we
don't
have some
care.
decency?
Whatever.
Okay, you don't care. You're a typical leftist because you only care about yourself,
Who said I was
not
a
about
leftist?
the other people.
Who said I was a leftist?
Well, it's very clear by how you're acting.
But it reminds me how this is what comic fans and gamers have to deal with. People in these customer service, public-facing positions deciding what people are allowed to have based on their own ideology, their own bullshit. These assholes had no business taking the order, taking these people's money, and then going, no. It's like in games. Everybody said, don't put MJ missions in Spider-Man 2. Insomniac said, no. Not only are we going to put MJ in more missions, we're going to make her look like a dude. And put her in the final mission and make her an equal partner alongside 2 dudes with superpowers. Just regular, normal, normie MJ. She's moving around like a little old lady, and this little weak kick she gives this huge henchman, and we're just supposed to take this seriously.
Hey, she cooking, y'all.
What you want doesn't matter. If they don't agree with it, they will try to shut you down. This is exactly why people are against DEI. If this is the pool you have to pick from, then these people are given even the tiniest bit of power and influence. They're too stupid to just be professional and do their job and go home. They're too small-minded and mentally ill not to view people they disagree with as their enemies. All these people wanted was a poster. And these goofballs couldn't even do that. I guarantee you that if the people who were trying to get that poster printed ended up getting attacked at that vigil they were going to, those Office Depot employees would have celebrated it.
Janet, go to
I have done it multiple times. No, let me interrupt you. That is a bad faith question and argument. You just did a Nazi salute. You're a Nazi. I can't believe it. Nazi. Get this Nazi off our campus.
Slams it down to their chest.